what this means for your life. Now, as we're talking about love, as we're defining more what that means, I want you to see something. And I only looked at a couple of resources so you can easily find different numbers. So I generalized because I'm not going to go through and count every time the word love is in Scripture. I'm going to trust the resources out there. But here's what I found in my little bit of research. Love is mentioned in the Scriptures more than 760 times. Do you think it's important? In the Gospels, in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Jesus and others, the disciples and others around Jesus, used the word love more than 75 times. And in the Psalms, the crying out to God, the praising God, the celebration of God, the word love is used more than 170 times. Are you getting the importance of love? Does this give you just an idea of how important God views love? Well, in this sticky faith research, I'm going to show you the top 3 issues and difficulties of people 17 years old and older. Now, for those of you under 17, I think you're going to agree these probably hit you as well. But if you are 17 years or older, so if you're 17 years old, got that? Okay, 17 and older, here are the main 3 issues that they discovered in the sticky faith research that we've been talking about. Number 1, the hardest thing is finding friends. Now, we're not talking about acquaintances, people you just say hi to. We're talking about friends, people you can trust, people who are not going to throw you under the bus, people who are going to be there if you win the lottery and if you don't. Real friends. It's a difficult issue. Number 2, loneliness. Now, loneliness doesn't mean you're alone. There's a difference. You can be in a room full of hundreds of people and be lonely. You understand the difference? You can be lonely because you're not connected to people. You're not allowing yourself, or you just can't find the people who are worth connecting to. So loneliness is another issue. And finding a church family. Now understand, they did most of their research within the church, some outside of the church, and they're still finding people have a hard time finding a church family. Somewhere they can trust, somewhere they can honestly relate to. Now I'm not going to ask for a show of hands, but I'm sure a lot of you will agree these are some of the issues that we all struggle with. So we're going to look today at the fact that love is a verb. It takes action to love. And I want you to look at what a verb is. Because, you know, when you look at the word love and you look it up in Webster's dictionary, what does it say that it is? A noun. Okay? Well, it is. But to be a person of love, it's a verb. The verb is perhaps the most important part of the sentence. A verb or compound verb asserts something about the subject of the sentence and express actions, events, or states of being. Now, do you see how love is a verb? For love to be love, you have to do something with it. You have to be about it. You have to express, take energy, allow things to happen, be a part of an event. It's the most important thing we do as human beings. Let me say that again. Love is the most important thing we do as human beings. Nothing else is more important than love. It takes action to love. We have to pay attention. We have to initiate. We have to want to be a part of love. And here's the problem. Too many churches / organizations only offer surface relationships. Surface relationships can be fun, can be fine. There are a lot of people in town. I like to just wave to them and tell you their name, but I've seen them at Woody's 1,000 times, or I've seen them CVS or wherever else I'm at. And I'll go,